The social contract is the concept that human beings have made an agreement between themselves and the government, where in exchange for some of their rights, the people will be granted protection from the government. This theory is based originally on the ideas of philosopher Thomas Hobbes. In his book Leviathan, he stated that men are originally in a state of nature, where they are governed solely by their own personal power and conscience. However, as a need for a society that provided structure, order, and most importantly protection arose, the people collectively entered into a social contract. This is a binding agreement where the people give up some of their rights and choose to abandon their state of nature to establish a government that will offer them this protection. The Age of Enlightenment brought about many other Enlightenment philosophers aside from Hobbes, two of which ultimately helped to contribute to the independence and development of this country. These men were John Locke and Jean-Jacques Rousseau. John Locke was a significant Enlightenment thinker that wrote two extremely influential pieces in which he builds upon Hobbes' ideas of the social contract. Locke focused greatly on the idea of natural law. He also said that people begin in a state of nature, where they live with no restrictions. However, realizing that conflict arose as individuals fought to defend their own rights, they finally agreed to do something, enter into a social contract. Here, the people agreed to live under a common power that offered them this protection. He stressed the idea that people should not give up their natural rights, that instead the government should protect these rights. He spoke of the rights to life, liberty, and property. His works greatly inspired Thomas Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence. In this document, he states that the people assert their right to independence granted to them by self-evident truths, or natural rights. He most importantly speaks about the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, similar to Locke's ideas of life, liberty, and property. The other man that attributed to the independence of our country was Enlightenment thinker Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Rousseau published his book, The Social Contract, in 1762. He spoke that people enter into a binding agreement among themselves, and that most importantly, it is their duty and responsibility to establish a government that serves them, represents them, and protects them. His ideas, along with Hobbes and Locke's, helped to spark the American Revolution, in which the colonies gained their freedom from Great Britain and the United States was thus born.